जय राधा कुंज बिहारी राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगामयी की, यमुनामयी की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी देवी की, कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की। All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroh Shri Yutapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Nama om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I am very grateful and honored to be amongst all of you today. My humble obeisances to all the devotees at ISKCON Vishal Nagar. Thank you very much for once again having me here on this auspicious occasion of the appearance day of Srila Raghunath das Goswami, Vasanta Panchami Day. Today also is the disappearance day of Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, and many other auspicious occasions are there today. So today, let's recollect the glories of Srila Raghunath das Goswami for the next 45 minutes or so. Definitely, it's not possible to summarize or narrate the glories and the activities and the entire biography of Raghunath das Goswami in the limited time that we have. But we will try to learn a few lessons from his activities and his consciousness as much as we can in the available time. I seek blessings from His Grace Kanai Thakur Prabhu before I begin. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Raghunath das Goswami is one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan whom we worship on the altar every day. And as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in that chapter where he glorified Raghunath das Goswami, he mentions this. Mahaprabhura Bhaktagana Vairagya Pradhan. Vairagya Pradhan. The most prominent aspect of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya is detachment, Vairagya, renunciation. And Raghunath das Goswami is a great symbol, great example of such renounced spirit, detached spirit. Raghunath das Goswami was the son of Govardhan Majumdar, and his uncle was Hiranya Majumdar. They both were very, very wealthy landlords, multimillionaires, and Raghunath das Goswami is the only descendant who can inherit all the unlimited property of his parents. But Raghunath das Goswami is extremely detached. He's renounced. Right from a very young age he was renounced. And this renunciation is also because of his unlimited attraction towards Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which he acquired from his association with many devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Raghunath das Goswami is so fortunate to receive mercy from so many exalted devotees. Right from his childhood, he has been receiving so much mercy, so much grace. Srila Haridas Thakur, Namacharya, he used to live very close to Raghunath das Goswami's home. So, this young Raghunath, young boy, he would go to Haridas Thakur, associate with him, learn from him, take inspiration from him. Once, when he was very young, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to meet Advaita Acharya at Shantipur. At that time, again, Raghunath das Goswami got this opportunity to go to Advaita Acharya's home and take darshan of Lord Chaitanya, associate with him, take some instructions. He got Advaita Acharya's mercy, he got Haridas Thakur's mercy. In that meeting where Raghunath das Goswami met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he expressed his desire to become a permanent associate of Lord Chaitanya, and he showed his extreme disinterest in family life. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, wait for the right time. Go back home. Act as if you are very responsible in your household affairs and your family business, etc. Your family members and parents should not get any doubt. Externally, act like a typical materialist or someone who is in the mainstream society. But internally maintain that mood of renunciation. And when the right time comes, Krishna will give you the opportunity and inspiration and facility and courage to give up everything and come to Jagannath Puri and live a life of renunciant. So, Raghunath das Goswami received this instruction and he was acting like this. And eventually, Raghunath das Goswami also got an opportunity to associate with Nityananda Prabhu. When Nityananda Prabhu came there, Raghunath das Goswami took permission from his elders and expressed his desire to meet Nityananda Prabhu. And Raghunath das Goswami was given some escorts who are like his guards, protecting him, policing on him. So they accompanied Raghunath das Goswami, and Raghunath das Goswami met Lord Nityananda Prabhu. He was standing at one point and he was taking darshan of Nityananda Prabhu, but Nityananda Prabhu noticed him and called him, "Come here. Like a thief you are hiding? I'll give you punishment now." What is the punishment? Vaishnava Seva is the punishment. Vaishnava Seva is the punishment. And how to serve Vaishnavas? You are a multimillionaire. You can serve Vaishnavas in so many ways, but you can serve with Cheda Dahi. Very simple way. Cheda Dahi and Cheda Dud. And Raghunath das Goswami organized a great festival of Cheda Dahi. He would give 2 pots to different Vaishnavas, and in one pot there is Cheda Dahi, another pot there is Cheda Dud. So he conducted a great festival, and devotees were eagerly, enthusiastically taking this Krishna Prasadam while standing on the shore of Ganga, while sitting on the shore of Ganga, because there was no place, they were entering Ganga. They were standing in the waters and then having this Cheda Dahi festival. And Nityananda Prabhu showered Raghunath das Goswami with great blessings. Although he is a multimillionaire, he is so attached to Lord Chaitanya, he is so renounced from all his opulences. And Raghunath das Goswami was fortunate enough to receive the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu earlier, Advaitacharya, before that, Haridas Thakur, and also Raghunath das Goswami was very kind enough to receive the blessings of Raghava Pandit. Raghunath das Goswami, although he organized Cheda Dahi festival and made some simple offerings to hundreds and hundreds of Vaishnavas, he also gave some dakshina to Nityananda Prabhu and his associates. In a small packet he would put some coins or gold coins or some currency, and then he would distribute to all the devotees for their travel expenses or whatever they need. So there's Raghunath das Goswami, when he had access to wealth, he utilized all that wealth in Krishna's service. Whether it is Cheda Dahi festival or organizing donations for these devotees, he never had any inclination to enjoy all the opulence that he inherited from his parents. And Raghunath das Goswami's feelings of renunciation increased so much. Within his heart, he is always meditating on an opportunity to go to Lord Chaitanya. He even tried to escape so many times, several times. One more thing, Raghunath das Goswami also received the mercy of Yadunandan Acharya, their family teacher. And Yadunandan Acharya is the disciple of Advaitacharya, is it right? Yeah. So Yadunandan Acharya also showered so many blessings on Raghunath das Goswami. Thus, Raghunath das Goswami, one devotee, has been a recipient of mercy of hundreds of other devotees, and it is the mercy, it is the blessings of all these great Vaishnavas that enabled him to surrender to Lord Chaitanya eventually. That nourished his seed of devotion, bhakti. We need blessings of devotees. Bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya. Bhakti in our heart has its source in the bhakti in the heart of another Vaishnava. We cannot practice devotional service alone. We are always dependent on the association of devotees. We are always dependent on the grace, the mercy of devotees. That's why in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we see the examples of so many exalted Vaishnavas. Although they performed so much tapasya, they worshipped the Lord, and finally when the Lord personally gave them darshan also, all these Vaishnavas expressed their desire in front of the Lord. What was that? Oh Lord, please give us association of devotees. Give us an opportunity to associate with devotees and hear Krishna Katha in that association. That's the desire of so many Vaishnavas after seeing the Lord. Lord is right in front. They could have said, take me to Vaikuntha, take me to Goloka, give me gopi body, give me Gopa body. They could have requested for anything or make me multimillionaire. But these Vaishnavas are aspiring only for association of devotees, opportunity to serve devotees, and hear Harikatha from the devotees. Just like Vritrasur said, Aham hare tava padaika mula dasanudaso bhavitasmi bhuyah. I just want to become dasanudas of all the Vaishnavas. Manah smareta supater gunam ste grinita vakarma karotu kayah. Let me engage my body in your service. Let me engage my mind in Krishna Smaranam. Let me engage my words in glorifying you. I don't want anything else. Nanaka prishtham nacha parameshthyam na sarvabhaumam narasadhipatyam na yoga siddhir apunar bhavam va samanjasatva virahaya kankshi. Vritrasur rejected all kinds of privileged positions available in the 14 planetary systems and said, I just want to be Dasanadas. Nothing else. And he also requested loving relationships and friendships with other Vaishnavas. Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam samsara chakre brahmatam swakarma bhi. Because of my karma, let me wander in this material existence. No problem. But all I want is mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam. I want sakhyam. I want friendship of uttama shloka jana. I want the friendship of devotees. What we have access to at this moment is the aspiration of great Vaishnavas, including Vritrasur, including Shiva, Dhruva, Prahlad, Prachetas, many other devotees. We all have access to association of devotees. We all have the opportunity to hear Krishna Katha in that association. And this is the topmost aspiration of so many Vaishnavas. And Raghunath das Goswami is longing for this. When will I associate with Lord Chaitanya? When will I associate with Lord Chaitanya's devotees? I am caught up in this materialistic circles where there is discussion about money and politics everywhere around me. I am very, very fed up with this household paraphernalia, materialistic household life. Of course, Govardhan Majumdar, Hiranya Majumdar, they also have devotional inclinations, but Raghunath das Goswami was expecting more. Hiranya Majumdar, Govardhan Majumdar, they are definitely devotionally inclined, and they organized a great conference. And they invited Haridas Thakur for that conference of Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. And in that conference, Haridas Thakur gave a great holy name seminar. Raghunath das Goswami was not totally in materialistic circles, but still he is longing for deeper renunciation. Therefore, he is an example of renunciation. Mahaprabhura Bhaktagana Vairagya Pradhan. So he tried so much to escape from this household paraphernalia. He tried so much. But every time his parents would somehow manage to catch him and keep him at home. And they also appointed some men to constantly police, guard our Raghunath das Goswami, not allowing him to go anywhere. Again he escaped. Multiple times he escaped. One day, Raghunath das Goswami's mother told his father, Govardhan Majumdar, she said, shall we tie him with ropes, with chains? Then Govardhan Majumdar said, what could be a greater chain than this unlimited wealth? What could be a greater rope than his beautiful, chaste wife coming from a respectable family? His wife could not bind him. His wealth could not bind him. One who is not attached to wealth and women, one who is so obsessed with service to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, cannot be bound by anything. Govardhan Majumdar made a very profound statement. Raghunath das Goswami is obsessed with a desire to serve Lord Chaitanya, associate with Lord Chaitanya, especially in Jagannath Puri. Therefore, he is trying to escape.
So one fine day, he managed to escape. Yadunandan Acharya was trying to convince a pujari to stay back and worship the deities. Looks like pujari shortage was there in those days also. He was searching for a pujari. Pujari says, I will not worship, I have something else to do. And Yadunandan Acharya says, he requests him to worship. He's an Acharya, but still, the pujari is not ready. And Raghunath das Goswami is expert in negotiating. Once he was arrested by a Yavana magistrate also. Raghunath das Goswami negotiated with him so well that he started thinking that Raghunath das Goswami is my nephew or my relative, and he became very kind, and he was affectionate towards Raghunath das Goswami. Anyways, Raghunath das Goswami was very good at negotiation. So, in consultation with Yadunandan Acharya, Raghunath das Goswami said, let me go and convince that pujari. But he didn't do that. He escaped. He escaped from his complete captivity, and he traveled for 12 days. On the way, he hardly ate or drank. He hid himself in goshalas and in some forests, and he did not travel through the mainstream path. Somehow he reached Jagannath Puri. He met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He surrendered himself to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunath das Goswami, from today you will be called Swarupera Raghu. I am appointing Swarup Damodar Goswami as your instructor, as your guru, as your guide, as your mentor, as your counselor, whatever you may call. So he will be called Swarupera Raghu. You will be under his protection, under his care. So from here our class begins. So Raghunath das Goswami settled in Jagannath Puri after escaping from his captivity. His parents were very much concerned about him. They even contacted Shivananda Sayan, who takes the Navadvip devotees for yatra to Jagannath Puri almost every year. But Shivananda Sayan said, Raghunath das Goswami never joined us. And his parents were concerned. Always our son, Raghunath das Goswami, is constantly meditating on the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Although we are disapproving, although he has so much of access to so much opulence, still he never gives up his meditation on the Lord. He must have reached the Lord. Although we are unable to trace him out. It's not that Raghunath das Goswami was carrying a mobile phone with SIM card and they're able to track his SIM. That was not possible. No one knows where he is. He's so obsessed with surrendering to Lord Chaitanya. Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi Sri Krishna pada bhujan Nindantu priya bandhava gurujana Grihnantu munchantu va Durvadam parighoshayantu manuja Vamshe kalankostu va Tadrik premadharanu raga madhuna Mattayamanam tume Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi. Great devotees like Raghunath das Goswami or Prahlad Maharaj, their chitta, their mind will not get distracted from the lotus feet of Krishna even for a moment. Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi Sri Krishna pada bhujan Nindantu priya bandhava. Their own bandhus, their own relatives may criticize them. It's okay. Gurujana, their own elders and superiors or even teachers may criticize them. Doesn't matter. Nindantu priya bandhava gurujana grihnantu munchantu va. Let them accept me or reject me. Doesn't matter. Durvadam parighoshayantu manuja vamshe kalankostu va. There could be a lot of gossip about these devotees. Durvadam means gossip. Durvadam parighoshayantu manuja vamshe kalankostu va. They may be criticized that they are bringing some bad name to their vamsha, their dynasty. their family also, but doesn't matter. Om She Kalanko Stuba Tadrik Prema Dharanu Raga Madhuna Mattayamanam Tubi. As long as they are experiencing the madhu, the nectarian beverage of Krishna's anuraga, they will not get distracted from their meditation on Krishna's lotus feet. Ordinary people in this material world, they get intoxicated by normal madhu, wine. But devotees have access to the divine wine of anuraga madhu. Tadrik prema dharanu raga madhuna mattayamanam tumi. They become matta. They become intoxicated by anuraga madhu. What is anuraga madhu? The intoxicant of Krishna's affection. Krishna has anuraga. Krishna has affection for his devotees. And Krishna's devotees also have a lot of affection for us. When we try to access that affection on a spiritual plane, coming from Krishna and his sincere devotees, we will not be eager to receive affection on a material plane coming from some blood relations or the society in this world. Affection is of two flavors, material affection and spiritual affection. Blood relations, they may have some material affection. Somehow, if a devotee is fortunate enough to have their family members also as pure devotees, then that blood relation, that family bonding and spiritual bonding come together, and they are great souls, fortunate people. But not many are so fortunate like this in this world. But a devotee always prioritizes receiving spiritual affection from Krishna and his devotees more than material affection from the society and the so-called family members. So Raghunath das Goswami wanted to give up family, everything. He just wanted to surrender to Lord Chaitanya. And his family members are searching for him everywhere. And they have sent some people to Jagannath Puri. They guessed Mahaprabhu is in Jagannath Puri. Raghunath das Goswami must have gone to Jagannath Puri. They guessed and they sent some people there. And meanwhile, Raghunath das Goswami was happily living under the shelter of Sarup Damodar Goswami and Lord Chaitanya there at Jagannath Puri. And one day, suddenly, some of his relatives or some of the people his parents had sent came there with money, with facilities. They offered to stay there with Raghunath das Goswami. Okay, you stay here, no problem. You stay under Mahaprabhu's shelter, Sarup Damodar Goswami's shelter, and we will also support you materially, financially. We will become your servants. Raghunath das Goswami said, I left all opulence and came here, and opulence is following me. Servants are following me. So much of money is coming. What am I supposed to do now? Fine, no problem. Whatever facility I have, let me use it in Krishna's service. So he utilized all the wealth sent by his parents to send invitations to Lord Chaitanya and Vaishnavas there. Suddenly Mahaprabhu gets an invitation from Raghunath das Goswami for prasad. And Raghunath das Goswami would cook such elaborate feast and feed Lord Chaitanya on a regular basis. Later Raghunath das Goswami thought that, what am I doing? Of course I am feeding Lord Chaitanya, that's a great service, but I am feeding Lord Chaitanya with the money sent by my relatives. Vashayira anna khaye dushta hailamana. Mind becomes contaminated when we eat food from materialistic people who are not Vaishnavas, who are not pure Vaishnavas. So, and on top of it, I have become a renunciant. How can I still maintain myself with the funds given by my family and then serve Lord Chaitanya with that? I think let me stop these invitations. He stopped invitations. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was missing the invitation, apparently. He asked Sarup Damodar Goswami and other associates, why Raghunath das Goswami is not inviting me for prasad? He used to invite me. Then he was told that Raghunath das Goswami gave up inviting any guests, including Lord Chaitanya. He rejected all the funds sent by his parents. He is sitting at the Simhadwar and begging from the visitors and pilgrims there. Devotees would go to Jagannath Puri temple to see Jagannath. When they come out, they will give him some charity, and Raghunath das Goswami is surviving based on the donations. There's constant funding from one source. But Raghunath das Goswami said, I don't want those funds. I can beg. So this is the extent of renunciation that he has demonstrated at Jagannath Puri. He would sit at Simhadwar, he would beg. And with whatever he received, he would maintain himself. Of course, we cannot imitate Raghunath das Goswami, we cannot imitate great souls. But we need to take the principle of renunciation and apply it as much as humanly possible in our current context. He was sitting at the Simhadwar, he's begging money or whatever, charity that comes. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard about these activities of Raghunath das Goswami. He became so impressed. Yes, I am very happy and pleased to hear this report of Raghunath das Goswami. He has given up funds coming from his family and he's begging. That's how a renunciant has to maintain oneself. Great. After some time, Raghunath das Goswami even gave up begging at Simhadwar also, because he started contemplating. I sat here, I'm sitting here and begging. My contemplation is like this. Oh, yesterday he donated me some big amount. Today also he will donate me in a similar way. If he doesn't donate, I would see, why did he not donate today? What happened to him? And I started judging pilgrims. Who will give how much? So Raghunath das Goswami thought that I am sitting here analyzing all the pilgrims, all the devotees, how much can they donate, and expecting donations from them. It's not appropriate on my part to do so. There's an expectation. He gives some graphic examples also. He gave up that profession of being a beggar. Then he went to public food distribution booths. So he went there. At the appropriate time, he would just go take some prasad, free food distribution booths, and he would maintain himself. And this report came to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, that's amazing. Raghunath das Goswami has given up this profession of begging also. While begging, one may get lot of donations sometimes, one may not get some donations sometimes. Right? That inconsistency in income could also create some kind of disturbance or turbulence in the mind of a renunciant. Right? He may materially be inclined. Let there be one consistent source. What is that? Whenever I go to this food distribution booth, I will get this meal. Whatever they feed, I will eat. There is no accumulation of money. There is no expectation. There is no analysis of who will donate more, who will donate less. Here is every day they will give khichdi or dal rice or whatever, he will survive. After some time, Raghunath das Goswami exhibited a higher level of detachment. He stopped eating food from food distribution booths also. He would go to Goshala. See, when in Jagannath Puri, food distribution places or marketplaces or even Ananda Bazaar, whatever food is left over, that is given to the cows in the Goshala. Cows would eat that. And whatever food is left over by cows, that is picked up by Raghunath das Goswami. So cows are fed some rice, they would eat some rice, and some grains are left here and there, and Raghunath das Goswami would go and pick up those grains, maybe hardly one morsel of food. He would take that food with some buttermilk. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this report. Oh, Raghunath das Goswami is exhibiting this kind of detachment? Now, I must personally meet him now. So Mahaprabhu went to Raghunath das Goswami's little hut and said, Raghunath das Goswami, I have heard that you are eating feast every day. You are eating great feast every day. Raghunath das Goswami felt very embarrassed. What feast I am eating? He did not say anything. Then Mahaprabhu went and saw his handful of rice, rejected rice, that even cows hesitate to eat. Mahaprabhu picked up that rice and he ate. Then Raghunath das Goswami became extremely anxious. Oh Lord, it's not an appropriate food for you to eat. I am eating it because that's what I deserve. But you are not supposed to eat that. Just like Sudama was also hesitating to feed this flat rice to Lord Krishna. He was thinking, that Krishna is, he was not thinking that Krishna is not anyways giving me any charity at this moment. Let me preserve this so that I can take it in my return journey. That's not the mentality of Sudama. Sudama was thinking that this flat, hard, dry, chipped rice is not an appropriate offering to Krishna. He is not supposed to eat it. Similarly, Raghunath das Goswami also says that, oh Lord, this rice is rejected even by cows. How can you eat it? Mahaprabhu says, if you can eat it, I can eat it also. In fact, this is the most nectarian food I have ever eaten. Raghunath das Goswami, thank you so much. And Mahaprabhu is extremely pleased with the vairagya of Raghunath das Goswami, and he gave him 2 gifts. One, his own Govardhan Shila. Second, Gunjamala. And Raghunath das Goswami felt that by offering me this gift, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given me an eternal shelter at Giriraj Govardhan. And by offering me this Gunjamala, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has given me shelter at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. That's how Raghunath das Goswami accepted these 2 gifts of Gunjamala and Govardhan Shila from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Raghunath das Goswami stayed in Jagannath Puri for such a long time, and he hardly had any direct association with Lord Chaitanya. When he came to Jagannath Puri, he met Lord Chaitanya. Mahaprabhu said, I am entrusting you to Swarup Damodar Goswami. He is your counselor. Then later, Mahaprabhu came to Raghunath das Goswami for that rice. And at one point, Raghunath das Goswami himself said, I would like to meet Lord Chaitanya once. Can I get? 16 years he stayed in Jagannath Puri, hardly had any interaction. Finally, he was taken to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I already told you, Swarup Damodar Goswami is your instructor. Why are you coming to me directly? But anyways, you have come to me directly. Let me tell you. And what did he tell? 3-4 shlokas. What are the shlokas? Number 1, Bhalana Kaibe, don't eat so opulently, don't dress so opulently, which Raghunath das Goswami is anyways following. No new instruction. Then after that, Lord Chaitanya also said, you should always chant the holy names of Krishna. That also is doing. And you should chant while respecting all the Vaishnavas. You should respect all the Vaishnavas, you should respect everyone in that mood of humility and respecting everyone and not expecting respect from anyone. You will be able to chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. He said, Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniyah sadaharihi. Be humbler than a blade of grass. Be more tolerant than a tree. And offer respects to everyone and don't hanker to be honored by anyone. In this mood, you chant the holy names of the Lord, worship Govardhan Shila, and become a wonderful symbol of renunciation. That's how Raghunath das Goswami spent his time in Jagannath Puri. Eventually, Mahaprabhu departed from this world. But before departing, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gifted Govardhan Shila to Raghunath das Goswami, and Raghunath das Goswami was sincerely worshipping. Daily he would offer Tulsi Manjaris to Govardhan Shila. Mahaprabhu said, this Govardhan Shila is not different from Krishna, you should worship him. Eventually, Raghunath das Goswami went to Govardhan and stayed there. At Giriraj Govardhan, he was associating with Sanatana Goswami and many other exalted Goswamis and Vaishnavas there. And Raghunath das Goswami exhibited another level of detachment in Govardhan. At Govardhan, he would not even create a hut for him, a little bhajan kutir for him. He would sit and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He would chant constantly. He would not even realize the passage of time. One day as he was chanting, so absorbed in chanting the holy names of Krishna, a tiger came there. He's on the bank of Radhakund. A tiger came there to take some water. But Raghunath das Goswami did not even notice that there is a tiger. Probably even if he would have noticed, he would not have got scared, he would be absorbed. Meanwhile, Krishna came there. The Supreme Lord Krishna came as a cowhead boy, and with a stick in his hand, he was standing there, trying to protect Raghunath das Goswami from this tiger. Another time, Raghunath das Goswami was chanting the holy names of Krishna. There was scorching sun, summer heat. He did not even realize he's perspiring. But he did not even realize that he was perspiring. He was sitting there and chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then Srimati Radharani came there. So with her wheel, Radharani was trying to protect Raghunath das Goswami by by keeping her wheel above him and protecting him from the scorching sun. But Raghunath das Goswami did not even realize it. So far, sun was on his head. Now there is some shadow on his head. But he did not even realize. Because his japa is not like our japa. When we chant, even the slightest disturbance can attract our attention. We may look in that direction. At least it happens with me. I don't know about you, but but Raghunath das Goswami is so absorbed in his japa, he did not even realize that. But Radharani started perspiring. There is perspiration all over the golden transcendental body of Srimati Radharani, and she was perspiring. And all that perspiration from her body went on the soft mud, soft floor of Vrindavan. And the floor under her feet started becoming wet. And the whole area became muddy. But still she is holding. She was perspiring and she was holding that wheel to protect Raghunath das Goswami. Meanwhile, Sanatana Goswami came there. Sanatana Goswami noticed what's happening here. Raghunath das Goswami is not at all externally conscious. And Radharani also noticed Sanatana Goswami. And she smiled and left from there. Then Sanatana Goswami came and told Raghunath das Goswami, Raghunath das Goswami, how many times did I tell you to make a bhajan kutir for yourself? Please make some bhajan kutir. We are supposed to serve Srimati Radharani and Krishna. We are not supposed to receive service from Radharani and Krishna. We are their servants. They are not our servants. Krishna, of course, he thinks that he is a servant of his devotees. He takes pleasure in serving his devotees. But Sanatana Goswami says, let us not give him this kind of pleasure. He can derive pleasure from many other sources. Let him not take the pleasure of serving us. So he make a bhajan kutir. Then Sanatana Goswami arranged for a small bhajan kutir for Raghunath das Goswami. And Raghunath das Goswami would sit inside and then chant. Raghunath das Goswami demonstrated much higher levels of detachment in his pastimes. And although he had very limited interaction with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly, he got the opportunity to personally witness Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. He would not just see and relish, he would write them down. He would record them. So, he would record all these pastimes in his diary, and that diary of Raghunath das Goswami, where he noted down all the prominent pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sannyas Leela at Jagannath Puri, that diary became the source for Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. At the end of every chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Sri Rupa Raghunatha Padaya Rasa, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishnadas. He always offers obeisances to Rupa Goswami and Raghunath das Goswami in specific, because Raghunath das Goswami's way of recording Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions, Mahaprabhu's pastimes, that is a authentic source of Mahaprabhu's biography. Right? So, although we may not have access to a great personality, personally, in person, direct face-to-face interaction with a great personality, even by seeing him from a distance, we can learn a lot. We can preserve their pastimes and their activities and their interactions in our heart for a long time. That will serve as a great source of inspiration to practice our own devotional service, our own bhakti. And also, it serves as a wonderful resource material for many other generations to come. Just imagine if Raghunath das Goswami has not recorded the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, today we would not have had an authentic biography of Lord Chaitanya. We are very, very indebted to Raghunath das Goswami for recording all the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Of course, Murari Gupta also recorded the pastimes in his diary. Mahaprabhu's early pastimes especially, his Adi Leela. But a lot of Anti Leela pastimes are recorded by Raghunath das Goswami. And Raghunath das Goswami was given this Govardhan Shila by Lord Chaitanya. He worshipped with so much love and devotion. And Raghunath das Goswami wrote a beautiful song called Govardhana Vasa Prarthana Dashakam. 10 shlokas plus one additional shloka, 11th shloka, which gives like a Falashruti. These 10 shlokas are Raghunath Goswami's deeper love and affection for Giriraj and his desire to stay at the foothills of Giriraj forever. Nija nikata nivasam dehi govardhanatvam. He says, Nijapati bhujadanda chhatra bhavam prapadya pratihatam adadhrishto danda devendra garva atula pruthula shaila shreni bhupa priyam Nija nikata nivasam dehi govardhanatvam. He says, I want eternal residence at Giriraj Govardhan, at Radhakund. So we have Samadhi of Raghunath das Goswami also at Radhakund. I will not elaborate on this shloka. We have very less time. He offered his prayers to Giriraj Govardhan, 9 shlokas. At the end, in the 10th shloka, he says, this we will discuss. Very relevant for sadhakas. In the last shloka of Govardhana Vasa Prarthana Dashakam, Raghunath das Goswami says, Nirupadhi karunena Shri Sachi Nandanena Tvahi kapati shathopi Tvat priyena arpitosmi Iti khalu mama yogya yogyatam mama grihanan Nija nikata nivasam dehi govardhanatvam. Very important shloka. We have discussed about the determination of Raghunath das Goswami. We have discussed about the devotion of Raghunath das Goswami. We discussed about the detachment of Raghunath das Goswami. But this shloka discusses the humility of Raghunath das Goswami. We have seen how determined he is to escape from home and reach Lord Chaitanya. We have seen his devotion and detachment, especially in Jagannath Puri and also in Vrindavan, in Govardhan. But this one shloka he says, Raghunath das Goswami says that Nirupadhi karunena Shri Sachinandanena. That Sachinandan Gaurahari, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has Nirupadhi Karuna, means causeless mercy. I don't have any qualification. I don't have any ability or eligibility to stay at Giriraj Govardhan or to worship Giriraj with Gunjamala, with Tulsi. I don't have any qualification, but still Nirupadhi Karunena, because of his causeless mercy, he has a tendency to offer mercy to everyone without seeing their ability or eligibility. Patra patra vicharanam na kurute nasvam param vikshate deya deya vimarshako nahinava kala pratiksha prabho sadyo yah shravane kshana pranamana dhyanadina durlabham datte bhaktirasam sa eva bhagavan Gaura param me gati. Patra apatra vicharanam na kurute. Who is patra? Patra means qualified. Who is eligible and who is not eligible? He doesn't even see. Patra patra vicharanam na kurute. because he is causelessly merciful, he doesn't even differentiate who is qualified and who is not qualified. That's how Raghunath das Goswami considers himself unqualified, but yet recipient of the causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And how did Lord Chaitanya show mercy upon Raghunath das Goswami? By giving him Govardhan Shila and Gunjamala. See, Raghunath das Goswami says that Nirupadhi Karunena Shri Sachi Nandanena Tvayi Kapati Shathopi Tvayi Kapati Shathopi. Kapati means a cheater, a duplicitous person. Shatha means duplicity 2x or 10x. Let me tell you clear difference between Kapata and Shatha. Kapati means one who is not very pure but externally exhibits lot of purity, or he tries to make an impression in other people's minds that I am very pure, I am very glorious, I am very exalted, I am great. He is not great, he knows that also. But still, he wants to impress upon others' minds that he is very great and pure. That such a person is called Kapati, a cheater. But Shatha is little, he is Uttam level of Kapati. Shatha means externally this person glorifies others, but behind their back he tries to harm them. At least Kapati is still okay. Not okay, but Kapati is still better than Shatha, because Kapati doesn't harm others. He only tries to project himself as a better person, good person, great person, although he is not so great. That's all. He wants to have a better public image, although he doesn't deserve that. But Shatha is a person who tries to harm other people, who criticizes other people, who blasphemes them, or who pulls them down. Externally he acts like a well-wisher, but internally he wishes their harm. Such a person is called Shatha. So Raghunath das Goswami says, I am both. Tvayi kapati shathopi tvat priyenarpitosmi. Oh Lord, oh Giriraj Govardhan, although Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows that I am a Kapati and Shatha both, still he has offered me to you. Raghunath das Goswami here is not saying that Lord Chaitanya offered Giriraj to me. He is saying that Lord Chaitanya offered me to Giriraj. There is a difference. There is a difference. Yes, Mahaprabhu gave Giriraj to Raghunath das Goswami. Apparently says, you please care for this deity. You please take care of this deity. But the reality is, oh Giriraj, please take care of Raghunath das Goswami. He is a Kapati, he is a Shatha. Mahaprabhu didn't mean it, but Raghunath das Goswami is interpreting it this way. Tvayi kapati shathopi tvat priyenarpito asmi. Arpita asmi. You are very dear to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is very dear to you, and he has offered me an insignificant offering to you. Oh Giriraj, please accept me. Don't, because Mahaprabhu is Nirupati Karuna, you should also exhibit the Nirupati Karuna. Because he is causelessly merciful, you should also be causelessly merciful. Tvat priyenarpitosmi. Therefore he says, Iti khalu mama yogya yogyatam mama grihanan. Therefore you also should not consider my yogyata or ayogyata. Iti khalu mama yogya ayogyata. Giriraj, don't even think whether Raghunath das Goswami is yogya or ayogya, qualified or not qualified, eligible or ineligible. Whatever it may be, whatever may be your calculation, you should just give me Nija Nikata Nivasam Dehi Govardhanatvam. He is so desperate for his mercy. Please give me eternal residence at your lotus feet. So this is the humility of Raghunath das Goswami. So within this short time available, we tried to recollect some qualities of Raghunath das Goswami, his determination, his devotion, his detachment, and his humility. So may this wonderful qualities of Raghunath das Goswami and all the other Vaishnavas in our parampara, may their qualities be the guiding force in our activities in bhakti. We are driven by so many forces in this world. Maya drives us. Greed, our own greed and lust may drive us sometimes. We may aspire for so many privileges and honors and respect and power and position and influence in this world. But we need to develop aspirations in line with the parampara. What is the aspiration of Raghunath das Goswami? And what is the mood of Raghunath das Goswami? His aspiration is to serve the Lord eternally, chant His names. And his mood is, I am humble. His mood is humility. He never thinks that he is qualified for any of this mercy. So we should also follow the footsteps of Raghunath das Goswami. Consider ourselves humble, unqualified, ineligible, disqualified. Not only unqualified, disqualified in so many ways. Still, our only hope is Krishna's grace. That's what Raghunath das Goswami is teaching us. And let us be also detached from all the so-called pleasures of this world. Not exactly like Raghunath das Goswami, eating the grains rejected by cows. We cannot imitate great souls, but we should follow the footsteps and see their spirit of detachment. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Raghunath das Goswami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Bo, thank you very much, Prabhu. We're very glad to have you and your association. So, wonderful nectar that we heard from you as Raghunath das Goswami's wonderful qualities that you glorified. So this nectar flow will continue. He's with us. As Gauranga Darshan is going to give program today evening at one house program. And then we have Saturday, Sunday morning, Sunday daytime, Monday and youth jam session. So it's going to be with us till Tuesday morning. So let us thank him once again by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Also tomorrow morning we'll have His Holiness Bhakti Ashra Vaishnava Swami Maharaj. He'll give the morning Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll have his association here. And Gauranga Darshan Prabhu then is going to NVCC to give the morning Bhagavatam class there. Thank you. Hare Krishna.